This week on Check Please South Florida, some of the best barbecue in Miami
is consistent every single time. It's just got that cookout feel when you go in there.
A Puerto Rican favorite in Kendall,
You walk in, you feel like you're at the island all over again.
and Cuban comfort food in Coral Gables.
When you walk in, you automatically feel like you're walking into grandma's house, abuelita's house.
Cultural culinary secrets and global flavors. We have a passion for blending ingredients and seasonings from around the world. Additional funding for Check Please South Florida is provided by the Friends of South Florida PBS.
We were just really in heaven.
That was the best red curry I've ever had.
It was snapper. It tasted so fresh. I was going in between each dish.
The home fries were out of this world.
It was just perfect.
Hello, I'm Michelle Bernstein, and welcome to Check Please South Florida, the show where regular people from all over South Florida recommend and review their favorite restaurants. So this is how the show works. Every week we have 3 guests. Each recommends his or her favorite spot, and then the other 2 go to check them out and see what they think. Today we're back at Dada Restaurant, located in the historic Terramore House in downtown Delray Beach. Thank you, Dada, for hosting us. This week, marketing manager Carlos Banks takes us to his favorite spot for home-cooked Puerto Rican classics. Content producer Sofia Fleites shares a Cuban spot to rival Abuela's Kitchen. But first, consulting firm owner Christmas Hutchinson says if you can't cook out at home, head to Hometown Barbecue. She said it's the place to go when you want delicious, quick, and consistent comfort food. Hometown Barbecue is located in Allapattah.
My name is Brent. I'm the chef here at Hometown Barbecue Miami. So Billy Durney started the restaurants in New York. He opened Hometown Barbecue. He traveled the world, went to Texas, fell in love with the barbecue style. And now we have one here in Miami as an offshoot of those restaurants. We are located here in Allapattah in Miami. We're here in the Produce Center. We're at the very end. We have a rustic restaurant with a tropical vibe. Some of the most popular things we have here are brisket, beef rib, we have the rib tips. We have a little something for everyone here. Food at Hometown is traditional with a multicultural twist. Hometown Barbecue is purely authentic.
So, Christmas, I know you love the freshness of this restaurant. Tell me a little bit about it, but also I'd love to talk for a second about Allapattah, because I don't think a lot of people know about Allapattah.
Well, I don't know a lot about Allapattah.
So maybe I can tell you about
Being
Allapattah.
that I'm not from Miami.
Okay.
But it's like an industrial type of area.
It's extremely industrial, and just about 5-6 years ago, we actually started out with a big museum, which is wonderful. And then that brought in restaurants, and Hometown was really one of the first restaurants to open in Allapattah.
Oh, well, so you just gave me some history.
Well, there you go.
So Hometown,
Yep.
It is one of my favorite places to go here in Miami. It is consistent every single time. It's just got that cookout feel when you go in there. There's music playing, it's open, it has, like ceilings that are open, you can see the kitchen, and they make the best brisket on the earth.
Carlos, what did you think when you walked in to Hometown Barbecue? Like, first thoughts.
Definitely what Christmas was saying, the ambiance, the environment, walking in, you see the high ceiling, you see the open kitchen, you see the bar on the right.
Sophia, what were your first thoughts?
I feel like it was like a little hidden gem. Like I was driving around, I was like, where could this place be? And it's like on the corner next to other warehouses, and you walk in and it's like you walk into a completely different world. And I loved the open kitchen concept. I love being able to see like while they were making the food, preparing the food, and that cornbread is insane with the
And
honey
how about
butter
the smokers
on top.
outside
Absolutely.
too? They have the big, beautiful smokers, which to me, I mean, I guess maybe because it's what I do for a living, but I was so attracted to these smokers. I just thought they were beautiful.
Ooh, look at that.
All right, Christmas. So tell me what you had this last time you went.
So when I went, we got the brisket and we got the broccoli, which is like this charred broccoli with like a poblano sauce underneath it. Crema, sorry, not sauce, but crema.
Same thing. It's a sauce, but it's crema. Okay.
And we got the hometown slaw, which is a coleslaw, and the cornbread, and the banana pudding.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay. Carlos, tell me what you had this last
So
time.
I had the beef brisket, the brisket sandwich with the mac and cheese and cornbread as well.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about the brisket sandwich.
It was delicious. A big serving, like very hefty size. Comes with peppers on top, some onions on top. Really breaks through and really mixes well with the brisket.
Sophia, what did you have?
So I got the pulled pork sandwich, the mac and cheese, the cornbread, and I got a side of beans as well.
All right, so being the only person that had pulled pork, what did you think about it?
I thought it was great. The pork was tender, melted in your mouth, and then it had that coleslaw on top. The bread wasn't too heavy, which I think a lot of the times happens with sandwiches, that it's all bread. It was great. I loved mac and cheese. I thought it was great.
Now they have a variety of sauces, right? That you can.
Oh, they do, yeah.
Okay.
They have like a hot and then like a barbecue sauce.
Okay.
Yeah.
I liked
are
the
they?
hot sauce.
Were they sweet? Did they do sweet or vinegar based or?
The barbecue sauce that I've tried of theirs is more on a sweeter side.
Okay. Okay. Anybody have anything to drink?
I had it was a ginger limeade.
Yeah, I had the same thing.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. All right. Tell me about prices. Carlos, what did you think?
So the prices for me, it was for the location and for the meal that I had. I think it was very well priced. I kind of like upscale, kind of elevated food. It's not just a regular, food truck type of barbecue. It's very upscale. They really thought about their menu. So I feel as for the price, I think it was very like on par with the meal. Yeah.
How's parking in Allapattah?
Not bad.
It's very
No, it
easy.
wasn't bad, yeah.
There's you don't have to pay to park.
No.
Yeah.
And it's right there, right in front of, I didn't have an issue.
Okay. Well, Christmas, this was your choice. Sum up Hometown Barbecue for us, please.
So Hometown Barbecue is the place that you want to go where you want consistent comfort food with brisket that melts in your mouth, literally.
Perfect. Carlos?
Hometown Barbecue is a great barbecue spot if you are visiting Allapattah and are looking for a New York based barbecue spot.
That's exactly what it is. Sophia?
If you're looking for, a hidden gem in the middle of like this industrial neighborhood that serves, Southern comfort food, then definitely Hometown is the place to go.
Okay, well, for award-winning smoked meats and barbecue favorites with a chill vibe, you can stop by Hometown Barbecue. They're located in Allapattah, 1200 Northwest 22nd Street, and they're open Sunday to Thursday from 11:30 to 9 and 11:30 to 10 on Friday and Saturday nights. Reservations are accepted, where the average price for dinner without drinks is about $45. Okay, what kid in us doesn't love banana pudding? And I'm not just talking about the pudding. I'm talking about the whole pudding, the delicious Nilla wafers layered with fresh bananas and vanilla pudding. I mean, it's so perfect, right? It's a perfect dessert. So let's make the pudding because everything else is pretty simple. I'm warming some milk. I'm whisking some yolks here. Here I have cornstarch and sugar. I'm going to go ahead and mix that together a little bit and add some kosher salt to it. We're going to add some yolks, actually all the yolks, to that cornstarch and sugar. And just a touch of this warm milk to it just to get it moving and started. All right. Let's whisk this up. Once we have at least 60% of the hot milk in the yolks, now it's safe to add this, which is now quite warm, into this, which is quite hot. So whisking, we're adding the egg mixture to the milk mixture. Adding some vanilla paste, as well as soon some banana liqueur. Go ahead and add a little bit of butter to that as well. Whisk that in completely until it melts. And then it's up to you. Some people strain. Here in the restaurants, we always strain everything. Why don't you look at your pudding? If it looks like it needs to be strained, maybe you got some little pieces of egg, then do it. If not, I think it's perfectly fine. So now, let me show you what you do with that said pudding. You have to cover it with plastic wrap. You have to put it in the fridge and let it cool completely until it's really beautifully thick and creamy. So this is how I finish a pudding. And I love making banana pudding in a trifle mold like so. So we've got our vanilla wafers. Those have been layered up. They are layered with our vanilla pudding. Then using a nice large spoon, go ahead and flatten that out so that it touches every square inch of that circumference. Then we're going to add slices of banana all the way around. Now this is really how you make a trifle, right? Okay, so we're going to add a little mini wafer to the top of each crown of whipped cream. And there you have it, a very large and very beautiful banana pudding. Now, marketing manager Carlos Banks is ready to share his favorite spot for classic Puerto Rican flavors. It's called Isla del Encanto, Island of Enchantment, and it's located in Kendall.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Mi nombre es Yomar Martínez, soy el co-dueño de aquí de Isla del Encanto. Isla del Encanto empezó aproximadamente hace 10 años, mi papá siendo el chef desde que abrió. Hace 3 años tuvo la oportunidad de comprárselo al dueño y ahí fue donde ingresamos mi hermano, mi esposa, yo, a poder llevar el negocio adelante. Llevamos 3 años ya corriendo el negocio y un restaurante familiar, como le comenté, trayendo el sazón boricua. Bueno, nuestros platos típicos, tiene que estar las alcapurrias, es una fritura bien conocida en la isla. Nosotros hacemos las alcapurrias de plátano con carne molida, tenemos la fritura de bacalao, eso te hace llevar tu imaginación a Puerto Rico. Tenemos lo que es el pastel tradicional o el pastel típico, que es envuelto en hoja. Eso, somos uno de los pocos restaurantes que tienen ese plato. La chuleta cancán, un corte de chuleta con la costilla y el chicharrón, 3 cortes en uno. El ambiente que tenemos es trayendo cositas y detalles que tu imaginación te lleve a acordar de Puerto Rico. Isla del Encanto es sabor, tradición y cultura.
So tell me about the low-key vibe here.
So yeah, Isla del Encanto is a Puerto Rican style restaurant. It's based out of West Kendall, right there near the hammocks, near Tamiami Airport. Basically what it is, it's just you walk in, you feel like you're at the island all over again. They have a Puerto Rican mural on the wall. They cover all their tables in Puerto Rican like history and culture.
Okay.
So they have traditional Puerto Rican cuisine.
Please tell me they have mofongo.
Yes, they have mofongo.
How is it? How's the
Alcapurrias.
mofongo?
The mofongo is delicious. Yeah.
Sophia, what were your first thoughts walking in?
So I loved like the ambiance and the atmosphere. As soon as you walk in, you're just like immersed in like Latin salsa music. You see the murals. I was like, I love it here.
Christmas, first thoughts?
I felt the same way they did. You walk in and there's this Latin music playing. Your face just gets hit with like this great smell of all the spices. It was great.
Sounds like it has a really good vibe.
Yeah, and it was. I went on a Sunday, and so there was a lot of families there. So there was a lot of energy that was just really happy.
All right, I can't wait to dig into this food. So tell me what you had this last time.
So whenever I go, I always start off with the surullitos as my appetizer. It's just like corn fritters It's a traditional Puerto Rican cuisine. And I also pair that with a pollo a la plancha that comes in with chimichurri sauce on top.
So let's tell them what that means. So pollo a la plancha.
Pollo a la plancha is a chicken that's pan-seared, very flat, very thin. And then my drink always is a medalla, which is a premier Puerto Rican beer that they serve it on the island. So they actually imported it and they serve it there
that's
as well.
awesome.
Yeah.
So what did you have this last time?
I got the pastel de plátano, which is like their version of a tamal. And it was delicious. It was, filled with pork. And I got some olives in there, which I loved as well.
Was it very savory or did it have any sweetness because of
very
the
savory?
Okay.
Yeah. And then I got mofongo and pernil asado, which is like roasted pork.
Roast pork, leg of pork, yeah.
Yeah. With the onions and like that little like mojo sauce that was kind of acidic, and you pour that over the mofongo and it was absolutely delicious. And then I got arroz con dulce, which was like their version of rice pudding. I really liked it because it was like heavily spiced, which I didn't expect. I'd always had like Cuban rice pudding that just really had cinnamon in it. This was like heavily spiced and had raisins in it, which I actually thought was a nice touch. I liked.
When you say spiced, do you think like nutmeg, cinnamon?
Yeah, like
clove maybe?
It tasted like cloves to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
It was a nice kick, a difference.
Sounds like a holiday kind of a flavor.
Yeah. That's the vibes I got.
I like that. Christmas, tell me what you had.
I had the pastelillos, I guess, or empanadas.
Pastelitos?
Pastelitos, I
You
probably
said
can't
that
see.
perfectly. Look at you.
I didn't have my glasses, so I couldn't really see that well.
What were they filled with?
They were filled with beef. Ground beef was one of them, and the other one was pizza. So that was like a marinara sauce and mozzarella, which they were both very delicious. I was trying to pace myself for my meal, but I ate both of them. So I ordered the churrasco.
Forget about pacing.
Yeah, right, exactly. I ordered the churrasco for dinner, and they came with, I ordered the island rice and the fried yuca. And it came with like a little chimichurri sauce, which was really good. It was all delicious.
What is the island rice? Do you know what
It's like a yellow rice. And
did it have the pigeon peas? So maybe
I think it did have pigeon peas and like some carrots or something
probably
like that.
Arroz con gandules,
I think so.
Yeah, maybe that's, I just read what it said in English.
To make it easier, it's just island rice. Yeah.
Yeah, and for dessert, I got the tres leches, which was delicious.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, Sophia? Any drinks?
I got Mavi, I think it's called. It's like to me, it kind of tasted like a root beer, but it had like a bitter aftertaste in the end. I had never had it before, but it paired well with everything.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm guessing prices are really fair.
Yeah, pretty fair. It was about $50 to $60 by myself.
You had a lot of food though.
Yeah, I had a lot of food to take home. So like it was fair in that I was able to take food home and share it with a friend.
Right. So you had breakfast and dinner.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, for that price. Okay, got it. How's the area? How's the parking?
Parking was a little more difficult just because it's in a congested strip mall.
Okay.
So just getting in was a little difficult for me. But once you're in, it wasn't too hard to find parking.
Okay. Tell me about service. Do they help people out if they don't know the cuisine too well?
Absolutely, yeah. The service there is great. The servers are like bilingual, so if you have trouble ordering anything off the menu, they can really help you out with that. And they're really fast and really friendly.
Okay, well, Carlos, Isla del Encanto is your pick. Sum it up for us, please.
If you're looking for an authentic Puerto Rican restaurant in the heart of West Kendall, look no further than Isla del Encanto right there.
Okay, Sophia?
Isla del Encanto provides, authentic Puerto Rican food in a casual setting.
Christmas?
Isla del Encanto is a great place to go when you just want to just feel good and chill out and just be in like a Latin vibe.
Lovely. Well, for a taste of Puerto Rico with home-cooked flavors, large portions, and an artful decor, Isla del Encanto has you covered. It's located at 12850 Southwest 120th Street in Kendall. They're open daily from 11 to 9, no reservations needed, where the average price for dinner without drinks is about $35. And finally, content producer Sofia Fleites says for a meal guaranteed to bring back memories of Abuela's kitchen, Havana Harry's is the hangout.
Hi, I'm Felix Plasencia. I'm the culinary director at Havana Harris. Havana Harris is a Cuban restaurant. It has been open over 25 years. We are in Coral Gables. I think it's a great city for everyone. So we have a very famous restaurant. So I think all the community knows about it. And I think this is a great place and a great restaurant. I'm a Cuban also. And one of the famous here is the vaca frita, the Cuban sandwich. Also, I can guarantee you it's one of the best mojito in town. The service here is very quick. The people come and they can eat in and out. They're very quick, and we always focus on the main ingredients, like fresh ingredients, to serve our best quality that we have. Havana Harris is the best Cuban restaurant ever.
So, this Gables staple, you say that you frequent this place.
I've been going for years, and it's changed throughout the years. But I think that what's important is that, those roots have really stayed. When you walk in, you automatically feel like you're walking into grandma's house, abuelita's house, or, a family member's, and you're gonna be welcomed and being given delicious Cuban food.
Lovely. Okay, Christmas, first thoughts?
I loved that location. I went on a Sunday afternoon. It was really bright and light. There was a lot of light and it's just open. There were a lot of people there, but you didn't feel overwhelmed.
Right. Carlos?
I went on a Sunday night dinner with my family. Lots of family people in there, lots of families. The ambiance was great. The walking in, you're just welcoming all this Cuban culture, all over the walls. It was a very good vibe.
You've been there a long time. It's always been a staple, from what I remember. So what did you have this last time you went, Sofia?
So I always start with croquetas. I have to get some ham croquetas. And they were delicious, crispy on the outside, creamy inside, put a little lime on top. Perfect. And then I got the vaca frita with white rice, black beans, and sweet plantains.
Do you want to explain vaca frita to those people that maybe don't know vaca frita?
I guess beef. Yeah, fried beef with onions.
I mean, it's stewed, so it's really tender and soft. And then they take it and then they sear it so that it's nice and has a bit of a crisp finish on it. So
and they saute it with onions and garlic. And I also had a coconut flan. So you have to get a flan when you're there. I feel like you always have to finish a Cuban dish with an overly sweet dessert that's filled with sweetened condensed milk. You have to.
And why not?
Yeah.
Did you have a drink?
I did. I had a mojito. I had to have some rum.
How was it?
It was good. It was the perfect balance of, sweet, tangy with a little minty freshness in there, and it was great.
Perfect. Christmas?
I went with a friend and we started off with a vaca frita, but it was on tostones for an appetizer.
Like kind of an appetizer. Got it.
Yeah, it was pretty considerable size and it came with sour cream and guacamole. It was delicious. The beef was flavored very, very well. And then for my main entree, I got the fish and garlic shrimp. I think that's what it was.
Okay.
It was in a sauce. It was in a Creole sauce.
You did it right.
Okay. And I got a side of black beans with plantains and rice. And then we got a key lime pie, which was massive. We were able to split it in half. And I just ate so much that I had so much food. I was eating on that food for 2 days, 3 days.
Any drinks?
I actually did the coconut lemonade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Carlos?
I had again pollo a la plancha with the.
Oh, you really like your pollo a la plancha.
I'm sorry. Well, my wife had the vaca frita though, so I had some of that as well.
It sounds like the vaca frita is really one of their most well-known dishes.
Absolutely. It tasted great. But we started off actually with the fried yuca. It came with a garlic aioli sauce, really delicious. They had really big chunks of fried yuca. So you could tell it's organic and natural and really good. And then we also started off with empanadas. I had a chicken empanada and a beef empanada. Chicken empanada was amazing.
Was that your favorite?
Yeah, that was my favorite. And then also my drink was a mojito. Mine, I think I had a little bit too much mint, but it was still pretty good.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about location, parking. You wanna?
Yeah, location was beautiful. It's right there in the corner of Coral Gables, right outside of Merritt Park. The parking situation was great. If you can't find parking on one side, they have a whole other side for excess flow parking. So we were able to find a spot over there, and it was really easy.
Okay, how's service?
Oh, it was great.
Tell me a little bit about prices.
Prices are good for the amount of food that you get. I feel like with most of the restaurants that we've been talking about, you get big portions, and I feel like that it was definitely balanced well.
Okay, well, Havana Harry's was your choice, Sophia. Sum it up for us, please.
So if you want to feel like you're walking into Abuelita's house and have an authentic Cuban meal, then you should definitely head over to Havana Harry's.
Christmas?
If you want a nice place to go on a Sunday afternoon to chill and have some delicious food, definitely go to Havana Harry's.
Carlos?
If you want to bask in the Cuban culture and eat authentic Cuban food, definitely check out Havana Harry's.
For Cuban classics, morning, noon, and night, Havana Harry's has you covered. You can visit them in the Gables at 4612 South Lejeune Road. The kitchen is open daily from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. and they're open late Friday and Saturday nights until 11, where the average price for dinner without drinks is about $35. Reservations, by the way, are accepted. We've had a wonderful time. I want to thank my guests, Christmas Hutchinson, Carlos Banks, and Sofia Fleites. And of course, our host for today's episode, Dada Restaurant in Delray Beach. For more about the restaurants and recipes featured in the show, if you'd like to apply to be a guest reviewer, visit us at checkpleasefl.com. And as always, you can find us on Facebook and Instagram. Join us next time for 3 new guests recommending their favorite restaurants right here on Check Please South Florida. I'm Michelle Bernstein. Hello, everybody, and I will see you then.
Cultural, culinary secrets, and global flavors. We have a passion for blending ingredients and seasonings from around the world.